Welcome to Power Word Fail, a Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition actual play podcast. My name is Carlos, and I am the Dungeon Master for this lovely group of heroes. But enough about me, let's get to the real stars of the podcast, starting with Tyrell.
Dragon Daddy Spunk.
Andy.
Dragon Mommy Pkelz.
Austin.
Dragon Uncle Aunt? Whatever? Sibling? I don't know. Ferric. I'm Ferric.
Nathan.
Miraz, the, confused.
Ian.
Ambrose Mousant, and I don't want anything to do with this.
And Katie.
Adolia Rowan, not related to the dragon in any way that I know of.
And once again, my name is Carlos. This is our episode 17 of our first campaign, Chosen of the Crystal Crown. And without much ado, let's get right back to it. As you opened up the chest, revealing this small, indigo-colored dragon, little baby dragon with two little horns that come up from the top of its head, large yellow eyes that are just large pupils that signify a very curious mind inside. He has little white strips. You don't really know if it's a boy or girl dragon, but he seems, with the way that his scales go and his face, that he looks very much like a masculine dragon, as it were. The dragon looks up at you, and you just see its head tilt to the side, and you hear a small
It's got my eyes.
Oh dear.
Reach down to try to grab it.
Everyone, you may want to come see the egg.
What's going on? Oh my god, it hatched!
Oh. Great job, everyone. We just released another dragon.
Pkelz is just like holding it up. Like,
it wiggles. It's trying to get away.
where's Spunk? Spunk! Spunk!
What?
Our
Oh
child.
my god! It's a perfect!
What's everybody doing? Ah! Christopher just sees the dragon, and you see his eyes glaze over.
Looks just like me.
And no! Wait, why do we have a dragon? What? It makes a tripping sound again.
Is not good.
It's
in
great.
any capacity.
It's fantastic.
Let's
Why are
not
you calling
panic.
my child not good?
Yeah, what the heck, man?
he
Can't
is-
be bringing negative vibes in here, man!
He is beautiful. Congratulations to the happy parents.
Thank you.
Do you know, I had a strange feeling that this might happen, and I'm gonna cast Speak with Animals and see if I can talk to the dragon.
As you cast Speak with Animals, you just get this soft, calm vibe. A sort of smooth and velvety thoughts as they impress upon your mind, but you hear no words.
Because he's a newborn. Hello, little one. Are you alright?
It clicks, but you sense a resounding wave of acceptance, as if it's trying to say yes through
Okay.
its thoughts.
So to everyone else, I don't think he really has speech yet, but he seems content.
We should
All
name
right.
it Spunkelz.
How have we met two dragons in a span of less than a month?
Did you say Spunkelz?
Yeah.
I did.
Yes.
Nobody,
Yes, that is-
nobody's naming it yet.
Punk-
Don't-
No,
Pkelz
we're getting
does
rid
not
of it.
like
You're not the boss
that
of me.
name.
This is my dragon.
It does not seem to like the name Spunkelz?
Spunkelz.
Punkle?
Well,
I don't know what
he's
you're
not the
saying.
parent, so he doesn't decide. His
Oh.
name's Spunkelz.
He doesn't.
One-
He doesn't like that.
What about
All right, we're
Sprinkles?
not so woke that we're letting them name themselves now. Okay. Just-
Okay.
I'm the dad. I decide.
Oh.
Jeez.
Change his name when he's a grown up.
Very well.
Anyways, we have a dragon in the party. Can we actually discuss about this and stop naming it?
Well,
Thank
I mean,
you.
His name's Spunkelz.
No, shut the fuck up, Spunk.
No, Amorous is right. We need to talk about this. Historically...
Spunkelz is what I'm going to do with you when you're smeared across the rock. You're gonna be a spunkle.
Then who is gonna raise Spunkelz?
Dragons have never meant anything good for humanity, unless I'm forgetting something that I read. But
No.
nothing good can come of this.
Why not?
So, counterpoint, nothing inherent about a being makes it bad.
Thank you, Varric. That is exactly what I was going to say. Let's
Number
not
2.
make any hasty decisions.
Let's throw the baby out with the bathwater.
What?
No.
Get rid of it.
It wiggles.
We
and
get rid of
Pickles'
you.
moms.
Pickles is gonna like start, covering it with his her cloak. Like, nope.
Okay. How often do you come across dragons in your day-to-day
Twice.
lives?
So far.
Twice in 2 weeks.
Oh,
This one's
All right.
way better.
okay.
Can I look at this dragon? I know Pickles won't let me get near that thing, but I'm gonna see from a distance and like analyze specifically if I know anything about the lore of like blue dragons or anything.
Indigo.
Indigo.
Sorry, not blue.
Indigo,
How
lavender,
dare
white
you.
striped.
Wow, just based off
Go
of
ahead and make a history check. I
Okay.
guess it could also be an handling check.
I'll do history because I want the lore. 13.
Okay.
According to humans.
As you think about what you've read in your time and studies, you cannot remember an instance of anyone finding a baby dragon or even raising a dragon. You can also find really any substance of your thoughts of there being good dragons. At least there are no recorded instances of a dragon being helpful, good, or sweet. Most of the histories you would have read would have been ones that are horrifying, villainous creatures who prey and eat children and babies in their sleeps and all kinds of other monstrosities.
So there's no such thing as a
That's
good
what I was
dragon.
gonna
Like there's
say.
no such thing as a
How do you know?
good vampire. Literally every book does not say, "Hey, there's this great, wonderful dragon."
I feel like you're reading books about evil things.
Probably because you hate dragons.
Yeah.
I've got to say, I'm with Ambrose and Ferric.
There's no such thing.
Pickles, if Ferric and I agree on
What is that
something,
noise?
you know it's got to be the right thing.
Sings.
Is a dragon singing right now?
Yes, it's just his little
I
little
have
lips are open.
silence. I'm done with this shit.
I, as a
boy's
player,
smart.
will have
He learns
Ferret
fast.
do whatever they possibly can to just not let Carlos make those noises ever again. Like, whatever Ferret's got to do right now to make this happen.
All right, I guess just, gatekeep how I have fun. That's fine.
Having fun wrong, Carlos.
I'm just joking. I'm just joking.
I feel like
probably-
this is definitely our child.
Yep. 100%.
No. Can we all actually sit down and have a conversation about how dangerous having a dragon in this group is?
What? Having your face around is dangerous, but we keep you.
No. Nice try, Smoke.
Pickles.
Alright, can we get to the actual conversation?
Aren't we at, the actual conversation?
Ferric sits down with their briefcase, ready to defend themselves in court.
I sit down as well.
Pickles, Spunk.
What am I picking up from the baby dragon's singing right now? Is he, distressed by all this negative energy, or is he just, vibing?
Yeah, honestly, he is just vibing. He is, sometimes when you're just relaxing and you just kind of start singing to yourself the catchy tunes of the day. Dragon seems to be doing that. He seems to be oblivious as to what is going on around
Well, the
him.
entire time that I'm yelling at them, I'm also playing with the dragon and trying to feed him stuff, and
What stuff do you try to feed him?
just like dingleberries and
Of course.
Of course. What else?
rations and whatever else is in the cart.
Christopher.
We're not feeding him.
Maybe Christopher.
Here's some old banana peels. Got in there.
Yeah, some banana peels
Yeah.
that I had left over.
Okay. Well, it doesn't eat any of those.
Oh. Get you some protein, I bet. Yeah, you need a good protein diet. You're one of those. I bet.
Spunk, it doesn't
Yep.
like fruit because it's going to want to eat us.
No, he's not. I'm gonna feed him the horse.
Oh, must we? There's so much fun.
Varric, there's a way to
point
get
made.
rid of Strudel.
As much as I would love to see that happen, I think that we deliver the dragon to another
To who?
dragon who knows how to
Going to
take
a
care of
dragon.
dragons.
It shakes its little
See,
body.
look,
it does
it's
not like
freaking out.
that.
It
It
loves us.
doesn't even. How does it even
Doesn't
know
even
what I'm
want
saying?
donuts.
It has just been
Oh.
born.
It's literally
I'm
been
translating.
Born. I don't get it either.
I'm translating
Because
for the
it-
dragon.
He loves me and Pickles and wants to stay with us.
Does he love Spunk and Pkelz?
It nuzzles up to Pickles
Okay.
and will flick its tongue at Spunk.
Oh, boy.
I put my hands to my
Gotcha.
face. There's never been a good dragon. Never been a good dragon.
We're about to head into a highly populous city. We can't roll in with a dragon.
Certainly.
I have a pot.
I have a question for the DM.
Do you remember the last time?
The last time I
How
put a
does
dragon in a
Mournstead
pot? No, I
feel
don't
about
remember
dragons?
that.
Do you remember the last time we brought a dragon into a city? How did that go?
He was a lot bigger, to be honest.
And he
though,
wasn't in a pot.
Like, logistically speaking.
And he didn't love me.
When was
Yeah,
the last
exactly.
time a dragon in Mournstead?
Well, as you probably are, most of you are aware, there was a great dragon war, which nearly killed half the continent,
Thank you.
and it's not great.
Yeah, there takes
Not
two
great.
tango. Man, I wasn't in that war. Pretty sure you probably did bad stuff to make the dragons mad. Probably all your
Spunk,
fault.
There's never been a good dragon.
Well, I never
Mournstead
did.
will not accept a dragon.
So what do you
Yes.
suggest? What do you want us to do?
We get rid of it.
I think that we figure out how to return the dragon to dragon family.
I'll translate for the dragon.
Shakes its head vehemently, gives off an energy of no.
I'm not sure he wishes for that outcome. If it would help, when we arrive in Mournstead, if he promises to be well behaved, I could make him invisible.
Yes, because an infant can make a promise.
Thank you.
Miraz is probably just giving like grim eye contact.
It holds up a little
with
dragon paw
Ambrose.
with its little head over its heart.
What the fuck is that? I don't even. That is not a dragon. That is
Adorable.
acting really weird.
It's adorable.
That thing knows more knowledge than it ever should, having just hatched.
Well, he's a fast learner. Smart like his dad.
When I came into existence, I understood everything as clearly then as I do at this moment. Perhaps dragons are the same.
What?
She's a
What?
cruciborn. You guys don't know that?
I'm sorry, I don't know the gestation period for fucking anything.
Well, when I came into existence,
Oh my god, birds and the bees! Here!
my mind
Varric,
worked.
let her talk.
My mind worked as clearly then as it does now. I remember everything perfectly from that moment.
And you're not a dragon.
But do you understand enough about dragons to know if they are the same? It sounds to me as if no one's seen a baby dragon in possibly ever.
Maybe it's a sign of ill omen. So let's get rid of
Are
it.
you
Or
calling
a
me a
sign
sign
of
of
great
ill
luck.
omen?
I think Spunk and I hatched a miracle.
Yep, that's right.
Idalia, you're not an ill omen. The dragon is an ill omen. I said it before. I said it in the beginning. It brings destruction upon all the lands. It's bad.
I don't know about all that.
I fear we are at an impasse.
Let's just put a pin in it,
Hey,
and we'll come back
well,
to it later.
Can I talk about it?
Of
Oh, yeah.
course, Christopher.
Unless you're gonna go against me, then you can't say anything.
I mean, sorry. Well, the dragon's really cute. That's the first thing.
Irrelevant. I'm also very cute, but you
Christopher,
don't just
do you
keep
not-
me around
Yeah,
because of that.
Christopher, remember
Kind of.
I mean-
a little bit.
Yep. Miraz.
What?
I look at Miraz dead in the eyes.
Sorry. Listen. The dragon seems pretty intelligent, right? Like, it understands what we're saying. And
Yep.
honestly, we have our own dragon to fight dragons, right? Like,
Yeah.
who knows the growth cycle of a dragon? It could be really big in like a year, 5 years, 10 years. I have no idea. But I'm really wary of dragons. I've been taught nothing but bad things about dragons. But this thing, right? It's not about, like, it's how you're raised, right? It's not nothing like that.
Exactly. He'll be a great hero and destroy all of our enemies. Make his father proud.
Don't worry, I'll be the good influence.
So I think we could just take it and we can use magic to hide him, or just hide him in the box. And I mean, if anything, we know that the guy who left the box, left this thing, is like wounded and is probably dead, like up the road more, right?
I only shot him back of the leg, so I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure
we
he's
should probably
fine.
get some of his money if we find his body,
Well, he gave us the gold.
Oh,
He gave us 10 gold.
Probably did from bleeding out.
Oh. I mean, yeah, I think we should
I
take him.
can't believe I'm saying this. I agree with Christopher. I think we should just go.
Yeah, 100%.
Miraz, you could be an
how
uncle.
about-
It'll be okay.
How about this? If the
I'm
dragon's
already
no
an
good,
uncle to so many kids.
Oh, I see.
if the
You just
dragon's
wanna be an
bad,
uncle
I
to
will
my kid.
personally, I'll take care of him. I'll personally take care of him.
I look around at the whole group.
Insight
Yeah, no,
check
let's not do that.
on Christopher?
What are you insight checking?
Is he really planning to take care of him, or is he being shady right now?
Oh, you can insight check him, sure.
Oh, God. I'm not... Oh, no, I guess that's fine. I thought that was a nat 1. 15.
He is very
It'll be
sincere.
fine.
He's
Pickles
very
can
sincere.
protect him, and I am a literal medical doctor. So, it'll be fine.
This is a terrible idea.
It's a great idea. I mean, the only other option is you guys make us leave him, and he gets brutally murdered by some person who walks by.
Better than him brutally
Yep.
murdering a whole town later.
Yep.
He's not gonna do that! Unless we need to. Then, they had it coming.
Spunk, I am with you on most things. I think that you have gone above and beyond protecting me as an individual. And in most things, I respect your opinion. Even though you're a little batshit, I get it. I follow you. This is not smart. This is quite dumb. And I love you, and I am going to try to trust you. But I swam to John. If this bites us on the ass, literally or otherwise, I'm going to be so fucking mad at you.
I can live with that.
Miraz, why can't you be supportive like that?
Ferrick's just gonna hop on their horse and gallop away. They're heading towards Mournstead.
Okay, well, I suppose we should follow him.
Sounds good, yeah.
Yeah.
Pickles is gonna
Spunkelz.
stuff Spunkelz up into her, like the hood of her cloak.
Spunkelz, my dear.
calling it Spunkelz!
That's his name!
Is there... My magic is going to end soon, my dear. Is there anything you need? Is this language thing working for you at all?
It shrugs its little dragon shoulders, attempting to try to be as human as possible. You do get the sense of, as thoughts come over you, you feel very carnal and you feel a very deep desire for meat, protein of some sort. It washes over you. You get the sense that he's like, feed me, please, some meat.
This is an Audrey 2 situation, isn't it? Okay. Spunkelz, darling, one last thing. Is there a name you'd like better than Spunkelz? Because if you don't tell it to me by the time this magic ends, I think you're going to be stuck with Spunkelz forever.
It also shrugs its little dragon shoulders once again.
All right. Pickles, Spunk, I believe your child is quite hungry for meat.
Yeah, I was gathering that. I couldn't feed him any fruits or nothing. I assumed he was a protein-based creature at this point. Hey, Ambrose, will you hunt me some food? Not for my dragon baby, but for me, because I am hungry for raw meat.
No!
Damn it. Does anybody know how to hunt food? that was alive?
I'll look for some squirrel that's on a tree or something. And
Make a survival check then for the
Okay.
hunting of raw meat.
11.
It's not hard to find a bunch of squirrels. They're everywhere.
I shoot 4 of them.
Okay. Easily, as they're unsuspecting, the squirrels pop off, pop, as you shoot these squirrels, and you have a nice squirrel buffet after a while. And Spunkel's eyes... Sorry. You review that one. Stupid
You really
name.
walked right into that, Carlos. I don't know
No,
what
I
you thought was
never
going to
said
happen.
name the effing dragon Spunkelz. I surely didn't say that.
What do you mean the best?
Every time you say it, you canonize it.
It's already
It is
canon.
canonized, 'cause that's his name.
It's literally canon. When they write the PDF of this campaign, there will be a page of Spunkelz.
Great.
The greatest dragon that ever lived in this universe.
And it's just gonna be a picture of this giant, massive effing dragon with Spunk on its back and just shooting lightning bolts and shit.
You can't even see us in the picture. There's just like two
It's just
specks.
this big.
It's a humongous dragon, a humongous pickles, and just little teeny tiny Spunk.
It's a little tiny speck.
He right in the nostril. Anyway,
Oh, God.
let's get back. I'm sorry, I derailed it. Spunkel's eyes grow large with hunger as it looks at these squirrels, but he doesn't do anything. He doesn't attack.
Yeah, I bring it up to Spunk, and I also
Oh, my
show a couple
favorite, raw
bolts
squirrel.
to him. 4 squirrels, 4 bolts of
you.
poison.
Nice.
And I toss them the dead squirrels.
Appreciate you, Ambrose.
Just give me the poison,
Okay.
then I walk away.
And I will start slobbering on his bolts.
Whoa.
I totally look away and not look at that shit whatsoever.
Here you go. That'll last. That's good for like 24 hours.
Thank you.
I can do it whenever.
No, let's not do that whenever. Thank you.
Oh, okay.
Pickles is
Is
gonna
it-
start just also tucking up into her hood.
You just hear the gnashing and gnawing of bones and
Eat squirrels just like Ferric does.
burp. The dragon, Spunkel's burps a loud little dragon burp and is quite satisfied.
This is a complicated situation. Does this sort of thing happen often?
Sure. What, you mean
Oh.
saving innocents from being brutally slaughtered for things that their parents did thousands of years ago?
Very well put, Spunk. Congratulations again on the birth of your child. And Adalia's gonna get out of the cart and try to go find Ferric and the horse so that she doesn't have to hang out in the cart with the weird grung goblin dragon family unit.
Look, the Adam's family in there.
Right. Simultaneously, can I, like, pull Ambrose aside while he's... Right, because Ambrose rides, like, a separate horse, right?
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
are we going to try to make this work? Or, when we get to Mournstead, do we tell the guards?
Hell no. We do not talk to the guards at all. Just that they
I don't
drop
see...
it off somewhere. I have no idea what to do with it, I'll be honest with you. This is all up front. I need, like, a day to plan this. I have no clue.
Alright, I'll follow your lead on this. There's no way this ends well.
Yeah, no. I mean, I'm not gonna kill it, but maybe there's like someone that takes care of animals. We could just drop it off, like a home. I have no idea. Like, I just don't know what is going on anymore. And I just, like, as much as I hate to say this, I just want to go home. And we just have 2 dragons. I just lost my friend, and we have another person in this group that, like, I don't even know what to do anymore. So I just like turn around and I don't say anything else after. We'll figure it out. Thanks for having my back.
Yeah, I pat your knee. Again, you're, like, up on a horse and I'm walking, so I can't, like, reach higher. But I'm here. Again, I'll follow your lead.
And I nod.
Adalia catches up to Ferric eventually.
Which horse are you riding, Ferric? Not Strudel.
No, certainly not Strudel. I don't think Ferric actually knows.
Croissant.
Croissant. Didn't you guys rename the horses?
Ambrose Croissant.
Ambrose Croissant. Right. I'm
Great
glad
cookbook
Evangeline's memory is alive and well in Ambrose Croissant. So Adalia's taking this all in stride as much as she can, and is just kind of still enjoying the novelty of all of this, and she'll look up at Ferric and, are you alright? You didn't seem terribly pleased about becoming an uncle. Or aunt. What, a gender-neutral, sibling of the parent? There's got to be a better word than that.
There's got to be a better word, right?
Yeah.
Like, I'm just sitting here racking my brain, and I'm just like, what is the word? I don't know.
We could make one up, like they did the name of the...
No, that
dragon.
sounds like
Okay.
the most terrible idea.
Never mind. I'm sorry. I was hoping to cheer you up.
I don't want to be a skunk blow or whatever. Ugh, God, there seems to be a lot of tension with everybody, and I have to trust in the process. And so that's what I'm doing. I am letting go. I am trusting in the process. If we get beheaded for having contraband, so be it. I have nothing against the creature, honestly.
Ambrose seems to. Is that his usual attitude?
Yes,
That's
quite sour,
unfortunate.
but yeah, you know.
Well, what would cheer you up? Would you like to race? The horse versus me. I can be very fast.
Let's
Come
make
on,
this
Ferric.
interesting. What would you want to wager?
I unfortunately have almost nothing of value at all. A future favor of some sort.
I do like future favors.
What do I get if I win?
Oh, you won't accept a future favor?
Oh, of course. You just seemed set on setting the terms of the bet. All right, winner gets a future favor.
Ferric nods. And then starts running.
Adalia's gonna take off after him, and her beveled tattoos are gonna kind of sparkle with almost electricity, and she's gonna take her crystalline form that doubles her movement speed, and then she's just gonna dash.
Ferric's gonna look back and cast old person.
How dare you! Okay. Whole person,
PvP.
bring it on. What's the save? Give me the save.
16.
16 what?
Jeez.
On a, I believe it's a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, I'm pretty good at those. Plus 8. Let's go. Oh, that's a 19. She just zips past you. Are you keeping up, Ferric?
Oh, what? Okay, so what's your speed and what's the speed of a horse in 5e?
Horses
Depends on the
move.
type of horse and whether it's unladen or carrying an African coconut.
I think a regular
What?
horse moves.
Depending on
I'm
the velocity.
sorry, what?
Is it European or African?
Right.
Regular horses, I think, move 50 feet a turn.
It's 60. A
Without
riding
dashing.
horse is
Oh,
60.
So we're neck
Things I
and
did
neck,
not think
then.
I would have to know in today's episode.
Yeah, we're fucking neck and neck.
Okay, alright, what have I got?
What do we have to roll to see who wins, Carlos?
Go ahead and make an animal handling check, Ferric, and go ahead and make an athletics check.
Athletics?
Adalia. What would you? Would winning a race?
Running
you're
is
right.
athletics.
You're
Yeah.
right.
That's the most
I know.
athletic.
The powers.
I'm trying to think of like. No, animal handling, Ferric, and athletic check. Go ahead, Dahlia.
That's a 12 for Ferric.
Dang.
Yeah, cook your dice. Go ahead.
This is such a terrible way to use spell slots.
Yeah, it really is.
I'm having so much fun, though.
It's good.
I'm gonna cast Enhance Ability on myself to give myself advantage on strength checks. Bull strength. So that's the spell. So strength with advantage. But I have a -2 to strength saves. Oh, that's a nat 20. It looked like a nat 20.
Nope, that is... Well,
Nope.
Oh God,
That's
it was
zero.
a nat 20!
Two and a
it's
one.
a 0 and a -1. I'm not sure how that's possible.
Like, on the dice thing, it, rolled onto the B, and then it, the other one hit it, and it knocked it over. Damn it!
Oh, that's
Adalia's gonna
impressive.
lose.
Gas.
Yeah.
0
Just
with advantage.
winded. 0 and -1 with advantage is quite a feat.
0 with advantage.
With
That
0
is
with
a
advantage.
Sick throw.
So are these two are just racing and leaving the
I mean,
entire party?
they're just booming.
I'm trying to cheer
At this
Ferric
point,
up.
let me set a scene here for everyone listening at home. So as Dahlia and Ferric have moved paces above the rest of the crew, the rest of you behind just see them boom, dash faster than almost the eye can see, almost, as they just boom. What the hills have started to come, and it's becoming more and more hilly versus just kind of like a straight path. There seems to be woods at the top of this rather large hill that are just going right up this rather large hill. As Ferric is able to hold on to the horse and use his great long limbs to beat Adalia at the top of the hill. There's a clearing at the top, and you can see downward, almost into a small farmland. But unfortunately, as you look down into this farmland, you see what seems to be a battle scene happening right now. As you look, there's farms, vegetation farms with looks to be some sort of beans, products, soy, whatever plants the farmer is creating. There is a small farm hamlet building, and around this small structure, the shack almost, are these 8 large dragon-like creatures with no wings. Their bellies sloop on the ground, and they're gnawing and they're biting, trying to get in to this home. And it's just the two of you at the top of the hill. You look down, you see these creatures attacking. What do you do?
I turn around and scoop up Adalia.
She's breathlessly laughing because she hasn't seen this yet because she's losing the race.
Yeah, I just scoop you up, and you see that my face is absolutely terrified. As terrified as an owl bear's face can be terrified.
What's the matter? You were winning.
There's an attack over the hill. We need to get the others. Yeah. I guess start riding back to gather everybody else. And I'm barely gonna say anything. I'm just gonna be like, come on, we must go. And now, come on.
I start dashing on the horse.
I'll hop off the horse so I can run, and he can pick somebody else up if he wants to.
I'll hop up behind Ambrose.
Spunk will jump on Ferric's shoulder.
What's going on? What's happening? Can someone please
Just
talk to
drive
me?
the cart.
Get your sword, boy.
Oh, the sword. Okay. For what? Okay.
Protect my son, dummy!
Okay, sorry. He just is in the cart and rides the cart up the hill. As you all reach the top of the hill, and you see that the creatures, these dragon-like behemoth creatures, gnaw and bite at the woodwork. You hear a whoosh, and another whoosh, another whoosh, and it gets closer and closer. And if you remember, it was a rainy, kind of dry, gray day. The clouds in the sky covered most and gave off a very gray. You can't see in the sky. And the whoosh gets closer, and lowering itself through, this huge, gargantuan-looking dragon comes from the clouds as it descends and whooshes and braces, and you move from the sudden impact of the wind and the gust. It lands, and you hear this roar as it roars loud. It pierces your ears, causing Christopher to put his hands over his ears as he is crippled from the noise. the dragon, you see, as it descends and with a loud crash, descends on the hamlet building. You see its rather large claw just tear into the roof of this home, and as it pulls out, you see a small little child, a little girl, blonde-haired, with tanner skin, is pulled from the home, and the dragon moves and flaps its mighty wings as it ascends into the sky, and with one last roar, it disappears, heading eastward toward a large set of hills, almost becoming small mountains to the east of you. You're heading south on the road and descending the hill. What do you do?
Are there dragons still attacking the hamlet as well while this dragon's leaving?
Yes.
Protect the town!
And the ones still attacking the hamlet are wingless.
Wouldn't call them dragons, they're dragon-like.
Wingless, but dragon-like.
Yeah.
How many are there?
There are 8.
Varric is riding down the hill, Spunk on their shoulder, drawing their rapier. It starts humming with magic, and they point the rapier straight forward and gallop right into the fight.
Okay. Your friends descend, get close enough, unless some of you hold back.
No, dashing straight to it.
You get close enough, the dragon-like creatures turn around, they snarl, and that's when everyone needs to roll for initiative. Hey everyone, Carlos here, and this episode is brought to you by Nine Heavens Press. They are a team of mostly Korean and Asian diaspora creators with experience in animation, games, and comics, and it shows. Their work is amazing. The art is beautiful. They drew from deep research and personal experience into Korean native mythology and shamanism, a 3,000-year-old religion, to build this unique adventure, Undying Corruption. Undying Corruption is a 400-page 5th edition adventure path book that takes place in a world based on Korean folklore and history. Take up the role of exorcist and uncover a frightful conspiracy at the heart of the country. I have a sneak peek at some gameplay to show you, and it sounds amazing. Check it out.
You see the captain staring off towards the direction of the treasure ship, and he's just murmuring,
"Full steam ahead."
You and me, we can debate the perils and sins of imperialism and unfettered capitalism later, but I'm saying I don't want to get wrapped up in these soldiers raiding that ship.
It seems like a mass of tentacles were folded together to make the shape of a ship.
I am rightfully traumatized by what I'm seeing right now. I'm being grappled by this wonderful creature.
Well, everyone, roll initiative.
Whew. Sounds amazing and also somewhat terrifying. But head over to their Kickstarter and look them up in their amazing adventure. That's Nine Heavens Press, and Undying Corruption is their project. Again, Nine Heavens Press and Undying Corruption, their project. Thanks!
Here we go.
Oh, God.
21 for Miraz.
13 for Pkelz.
8 for Varric.
5 for Spunk.
18 for Ambrose. Oh wow, that's a lot of dragons.
Yeah, that is a lot of dragons. 10 for Adalia.
Alright.
Pkelz, would you like to trade spots with me?
Sure. We're going down a hill, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I would just like to imagine the way they switch is Pkelz just, like, starts full on just, like, running and then basically just, like, tumbling down the hill. And then it gets all the way in front. They're faster.
Alright, Pkelz, Roz, Varric, Spunk, Ambrose, Adalia.
So I should be at 13 now, and Pkelz should be at 10. So I'm going right before her.
Okay. You can just change yours to 13.
Pkelz, what's your dexterity modifier?
2.
Okay.
+2.
That'll work for now. So, you come into contact with the dragon-like creatures. They snarl and turn around and begin to approach and fight. Roz, it is your turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna reach a hand into my wizard robes and then fling it forth as I'm trying to stay on the horse behind Ambrose. And and I'm going to target the dragon-like creature marked with the red token. So it's, to paint a picture, it is in front of the doorway leading into this hamlet. And so I want to target it as it looks like it's going to have the easiest time getting in. Ambrose does not see anything fly past him. And I need this dragon creature to make an intelligence saving throw.
Okay.
Ooh.
Sorry, the save DC is 15.
Okay. As it rolled a 20 on that saving throw, it does not affect the dragon.
Okay. And Miraz is just going to pretend that he didn't in fact do anything, but will be going last in the initiative order, and no one will be the wiser.
Okay.
Oh, Miraz.
And it is now the smaller dragons you see before you. There is a large fenced-in farmland that is on the right side or the east side of everyone. As straight ahead you see these large dragon creatures approach. They are going to move, and they are going to come forth here to Ferric on this side. Same thing here. As a few of these creatures rush forth, coming in front of the creatures in front of you. Same thing for the creatures on the west side of you. They move forward. It looks like they're trying to surround all of you as they move forward. The red and the blue, so the two most dragons front of Ferric, are both going to try to bite at Ferric and try to injure him. One rolls an 11, the other rolls a 13. So as you just see Ferric on the horse, as they gnash and bite with their large jaws, he's able to move the horse around and essentially maybe kick one in the face as it's unable to attack and land a connection with its bite attack. And then this purple one right here, and this green one as well. Yep. So the green one is able... Oh, actually, nope, you're good. We're good. They're unable to do their attack, and it is going to be Ambrose's turn now.
I'm going to take my new special light crossbow, but throughout the day I've been working on it, so I have this little box that has a bunch of bolts on top of it, holding 4 rounds, which is like reflavoring my Dread Embusher and my extra attack, and it has a little frog skull and bones on it. These are the ones with the poison darts, and I'm going to fire 4 shots right at the one. I'm going to move a little closer, the one surrounding Ferric.
Okay. Go for and roll for the attack.
Okay. So first attack, 14 to hit.
That is going to hit. It actually just hits. Roll for damage.
Okay, and I think the poison damage is 2d4 for the first shot.
Okay. Okay.
And do you have human draconic hatred?
No, I don't. I have 17 damage for the first shot.
Okay. Yeah, as these pierces the side of the dragon, it is severely hurt by this attack.
One more attack. That is a 26 to hit.
Yes, that does connect.
Another shot and 2d4 damage. 17 damage to the second shot.
Ambrose, as your crossbow bolts with the poison of Spunk are able to just strike into the side, the creature turns around to repel or to respond, but you see it just falls dead right in front of Ferric's horse.
Oh, and I have 2 more attacks. I'm going to shoot the one also trying to surround Ferric, and I'm going to try to aim for its eye. That is a 23 to hit. This is going to be a 11 damage on the... Well, it's not fully 11 damage, sorry. It's actually 18 damage on the first hit.
Okay, yeah, as it sinks into the side of the creature.
And I have 1 more bonus action shot with the light crossbow. And that is a 25 to hit. That is 15 damage on the second shot.
Yeah, again, which one was it? The one next to Ferric again?
One attacking Ferric, yeah.
Yeah, as same thing as the other one right next to it. It slams in the ground as it's dead.
I immediately grab the reins of my horse, pull it, take my light crossbow, start loading more rounds into it, and then I'm going to retreat back to my original spot in my turn.
Okay. It is now Adalia.
Yes, so Adolia has run down the hill. She's still crackling with all this lightning energy, and then she turns to Pkelz. So I'm gonna just kind of boot my way over here, and sort of picks her up off the ground and says, "Give him hell," and casts haste on Pkelz.
Oh shit! Nice.
Awesome.
There were so many rolls happening there. Did anyone get hurt on our team?
No, they're dead.
No one's gotten hurt.
Okay, great.
Except the dragon creatures have been hurt severely,
Yes.
but
Well, then I am just going to use... Hang on, I just want to double check something. I'm essentially just going to kind of fall back here and try to keep Christopher safe for now.
okay,
And that's the end of my turn.
perfect. It is now Pkelz' turn.
Now that Pkelz has super speed, Pkelz, as she's like stumbling down the hill, is already starting to rage and get mad about it. She's got to protect her child, and as she's getting angry, she's starting to grow. And Adalia gives her this haste, and she's just gonna sprint her way all the way down, because she's got enough room, to the big dude in the back. So she just runs
right.
full force, becoming absolutely humongous all the way down the hill, bypassing everybody else. It's just like, "You will not hurt my child!" And she's just running, and she's gonna she's gonna grapple the big old dragon in the back.
Okay. What is the DC
Grapples
on
are...
that?
just it's a grapple, so opposed athletics.
Yep. Okay. So
That's a 15 for Pkelz.
well, will that happen? As you just see this in a stride, Pkelz becoming large, becoming massive, and the scream of a mother protecting their child. This larger-than-life dragon lizard creature is just grappled to the ground by Pkelz. And kind of like wrestling around.
She is then going to, since she has an extra attack due to haste, she's going to punch it in the face.
Okay.
That's only 11, though.
11 does not hit it. You've wrestled and grappled it, but it just moves its mighty head away, trying to snap and bite at you for causing it such discomfort.
And that will end Pkelz' turn.
Okay. The larger-than-life, it's going to just react and snap and claw and bite, and it's going to try to bite you in retaliation, as it will try to do some damage to you.
Well...
Okay,
How close
so
am I?
it rolls a natural 20 on you there.
Oh, silvery barbs! I'm 60 feet away.
Yes, let's go.
It's not that big of a spell, because you can only do it for so many times. It's not that big of a deal, kind of. Okay, go ahead. Let's see here. So it just re-rolls that. It's a 15 to hit.
That does not hit.
Okay, so what does it look like when you cast Silvery Barbs?
Adalia still has all of this, like, lightning energy in her bevels, and as she sees this giant dragon go after giant Pkelz, she flings her hand forward, and some of that energy comes out and just kind of bursts in front of the dragon's eyes and blinds it enough that it misses the attack.
Okay.
And then, who's up next? Ferric? Then she'll look at Ferric and be like, "Cheer up, it's your turn, I think." And you have advantage on your next roll.
Fuck yeah. Ferric is going to ride their horse down with Spunk on their shoulder, and they're going to head towards some of the smaller creatures that are over by Pkelz, and Ferric is going to swing that fancy new sword they have.
Okay.
It's an 18 to hit.
Definitely hits. Roll for damage.
That's 10 piercing, and I'm going to use one of my Bardic Inspiration die to emit a Psychic Blade. So that deals an additional 2d8 damage, which is 10 more damage, so I do 20 damage total.
Alright.
Nice.
As the rapier... do you more stab or do you slash with rapier? How do you handle your rapier? Yeah. So
Yeah, I'm like riding, like, arm outstretched, and just pierce it right through its, like, clavicle.
Alright. Lands beautifully as you hear this loud crash of anger come from the creature. It is damaged profusely bad. Blood pours from the wound.
And that is the end of my turn.
Spunk!
So Spunk jumps down and meets the other dragon-like creature at his kneecaps, and he just screams,
All you assholes are a bad influence on Spunkelz! I'll teach you all a lesson!
and he raises his arms, his eyes glaze to black, and he says,
Rise, my former heroes!
and spectral warriors of varying size and shape spring around me in a 15-foot radius and begin to raise their weapons menacingly at all enemies.
Okay. Question, how do they appear?
They appear in white light, but they are all, on closer inspection, look like fallen adventurers.
Gotcha. Okay, perfect. And so that is a 16, right? Is that wisdom? I believe so.
Yes.
Yeah, wisdom saving throw.
That's a 15. How much damage does it do?
17 damage.
And you hit this bad boy right here, right? The one south of...
Yeah,
What's the scale
It's all
on
three,
that?
right?
Sorry.
It's all three.
all the effects.
It's all
Oh,
three.
yeah,
affected
because the
creatures-
radius...
Yep.
Yeah,
Any creatures
well.
enter the area for the first time on a turn or start their turn in there. So technically, this wouldn't be until their turn.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay, great.
So when they
Well,
start their turn, they'll have to roll.
Okay, perfect. So you learn something new every day. No worries. I will take the first wisdom saving throw. Which one? I rolled that one, so which one would you want that to affect? I'll give it
Yeah,
to you.
the one standing right in front of me. A large, what looks like to be an orc in half plate with a gray axe with sliced down.
Okay, great. Miraz, it is your turn.
20 arrows sticking out of his back.
Nice. Okay, so I'm gonna hop off of the horse, so I'll be standing next to Ambrose, who is still mounted. I'm gonna shoot my classic firebolt, which Ambrose can now clearly see as I'm pulling it out. It's a bottle rocket. I light the ignition and chuck it at the dragon-like creature that is engaged in combat with Ferric. And let's see, that's a 14 to hit.
That does just hit. Roll for damage.
Okay, so 7 fire damage, and I have the Draconic Hatred human racial feature for an additional 4 damage.
Right, and just for people who have been here since episode 2, the people of the kingdom of Mournstead and really Malindor, since the Great Dragon War occurred so many years ago, somewhat of a disdain was passed down from generation for the misunderstood dragon creatures, or not misunderstood, is prevalent. So they get an additional D4, which is another 4, so 11 points of total damage there as the firebolt bottle rocket sings forth, crashing the side, leaving a nasty burn mark into the creature. And which one was that again? For just
the one next to Ferric that he damaged on his turn.
Okay, yeah, perfect. Well,
Or, sorry, that they damaged.
As the nasty burn appears, it is on its last legs. You could hear it kind of dying slowly, almost.
Excellent. And then I'm just gonna move to the side and yell, "Spread out!" And I'm just trying to prevent us both from getting surrounded and from getting breath weaponed all at once. That's all.
Okay, so it is now. Christopher is unrattled by the cart. he stands up and he says, "Okay, here I go!" And he is going to draw a box on himself. No, he is going to jump from the cart, move forward ever so slightly, and he is going to raise a hand, and he's going to say, "Alright, this is something I learned recently. I'm sorry if it doesn't work." As he casts Guiding Bolt. He's going to cast
Let's go,
Guiding
Christopher!
Bolt towards the green creature. He's going to cast it at 2nd level as he rolls an 18.
Atta boy.
And he is going to do 21 points of damage.
Let's
go.
What the fuck?
And he's going, and you just see this creature just push, just get knocked out from under its legs, and you hear it roar and grasp at angry straws that are nowhere. It's furious at Christopher, and it snarls, and he goes, oh shit, I'm sorry. And that is going to be the end of his turn. The creatures do have next. The one in front of Spunk is going to... the orc, half-plate with arrows, fells this creature in one swoop as it... How does it kill it again, Tyrell? Or Spunk, excuse me.
Yeah, as I said, he's this half-plated orc with a great battle axe. He never sees it coming. He rises out of the ground and just cleaves it in two.
Perfect. As it just cleaved in half, blood spattering all over poor Spunk, this nasty gnarled blood. The one in front of Ferric snarls and tries to, at least before it knows its death, attack, and it rolls a 12. Unfortunately, not able to do anything with the poor creature, its last legs. The green one, angry at Christopher, is going to charge forward towards Christopher, and it will try to bite at Christopher, and it is going... There's a lot there. It's going to be 9 to hit. It does not hit. Christopher is able to very cowardly dodge away. He's like, don't kill me. And then the purple is going to, the one that's farthest away from Christopher, is going to come towards the lot of you. Adalia and Christopher are in range. It's going to open its large breath, and it is going to spew out a large, radiant-like crystalline breath. Both of them need to make Constitution saving throws.
It's a 13 from Adalia.
Okay, well, unfortunately, Christopher fails that with a 7. Adalia, you're able to just barely withstand this blast, and what happens? You take 8 points of radiant damage, and then it does gain 5 points of temporary HP from doing so. Christopher, on the other hand, Christopher takes the full 19, and you just feel him go, "Oh, what's happening? God, this fucking hurts."
Christopher, no.
Help.
Is he still up?
Oh, he's up. He's up.
Okay.
Barely. The ones on the far side here are just going to move towards Ferric and crew. Spunk on the other end, and Orange is going to move towards Ambrose and the cart itself, and the one behind is not going to be able to do anything as it did not have enough movement, but the one that has just come upon Christopher with a resounding roar. Yeah, both Adalia, Christopher, and Ambrose need to make Constitution saving throws.
14.
Oh, not 1.
Oh, dear.
This is what I get for shooting 4 people. Having 4 attacks in one turn.
Christopher, go ahead.
I'm going to cast a good old...
Don't say it. Don't say it.
Silver Barb!
Silver Barbs!
Oh my fucking god.
You have to re-roll that.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Do silvery barbs
Yeah,
work that way? Don't you have to take the lower roll?
Yeah.
Yeah,
the
must use the
triggering
lower
creature
roll.
must.
Oh, okay, never mind. It will not work in this instance.
Yeah, that's
Sorry, my dear
Oh, that's good.
friend
I appreciate
Ambrose.
it.
You're gonna have to take the fucking L.
Hey, I've been critical.
Christopher.
It's not a problem.
Christopher, this time, luckily, was able to withstand this blast, but Ambrose, you do not, as the full radiant breath comes upon you, and you take a solid 13 points of radiant damage, and it also gains 5 points of temporary HP from doing so. And that's going to be the end of their turn. Ambrose, it's your turn again.
Is that 6 or 7 damage for me and Christopher?
Christopher takes 19. Oh, sorry, excuse me. We'll go 6.
Okay.
Is Christopher about to die?
Yeah, Christopher's about to die. Like, he's down to 2 HP.
Oh, baby.
Oh, shit. Okay.
He's fine.
The creature up by me is supposed to also be taking some damage because they started their turn in Spunk's field.
Yep.
Yeah,
I
the big
just want to
boy
make sure
and
we
the
hit
boy
that.
to the north of me will have the big damage.
Well, it's not technically Big Boy's the beginning of Big Boy's turn. Big Boy goes on initiative 8 or 9.
Thank you so much. That's a wisdom saving throw, I do believe. Yeah, it fails that with a 9, and I will tell you that you're going to kill it no matter what. So, how does it die?
11 damage. And, no.
Well, it had 1 HP left, so you're killing it no matter what.
A cloaked gnome female appears, her leg and her right arm seeming to be consisting of like mists, as if they're missing, and she pulls a dagger with her good arm and just repeatedly stabs it in the back.
Wow, yeah. And with the stab, the dragon-like creature falls down and is dead, bleeding profusely. It's so cool because you read the sheets and you know like what you have, but like until it actually happens, you just can't like visualize it. So I think that's super rad. Great spell.
Sorry, I silvery barbs you, Carlos. I know you hate it when I do that.
Right now or before?
I mean, anytime.
Yeah.
Oh, well. I mean, it is what it is. So
I'm a
no
massive
worries.
fan of
It's all
Spirit
good.
Guardian, so I've never gotten to use it myself. Never played a character who can use Spirit Guardian.
I love Spirit Guardians.
My Spirit Guardians maybe lets on something very horrible, though.
Yeah. But they're guarding.
Ambrose, it's your
And
turn.
they're spirits.
Okay, I'm going to
And
loop
someday
around these
they might be
dragons.
you
I'm
guys.
60 feet, so here, and like pretty much look at the dragon that is facing Christopher and the one that is also to the right side of it. I'm going to take out this crossbow that has like that janky launcher and shoot Hunter's Mark on the green one facing Christopher.
Okay.
And then I'm going to drop that, pull out my heavy crossbow that's folded, uncrack it, and fire 2 rounds at it as well.
Okay, go for it.
Natural 1. That's a 10. This is so weird. And then I'll use my second attack to shoot it. That's a 28 to hit.
That definitely hits. Roll for damage.
And it's going to be 12 damage.
Okay. 12 damage. Roll it. You shoot into the back of the creature, and it makes out a large cry of pain as it falls to the ground.
Nice.
It's dead as it slumps dying in front of Christopher. Christopher's like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh.
Christopher, run! Go!
I'm not running, I'm staying here, but I'm so fucking scared
Christopher,
right
you're
now.
going to die. Get back in there.
I'm fine. Just go. Kill more things.
I had my turn.
Oh, okay, never mind. Sorry. Adalia, it's your turn.
Adolia will stay where she is and turn to Christopher and say, "Buck up, you will be fine," and cast Healing Word at 2nd level. Oh, shit damage. Or shit healing. 10. And then she'll turn. She's still got all this lightning flowing through her, but the tattoos on the back of her hands turn red, and she throws fire at the big guy over there. Firebolt.
Yeah.
Big guy or gal. 25 to hit.
Definitely hits. Roll for damage.
That is 14 fire damage to big boy or girl or
Impressive.
whatever. And that ends my turn.
Yes. As the firebolt slings forth in the air, crashes into the grappled, still wrestling with Pkelz creature at this point. It is hurt. It is feeling. You hear the roar, massive roar from this creature. Pkelz, it's your turn.
To start, it takes 3 damage from Pkelz' amazing hug, just from her grapple.
Okay.
And then she's just gonna punch it in the face again.
All right.
Or try to. So it's a 19 to hit.
It does. That hits. Roll for damage.
So that is I can't do math. 12 damage.
All right. So total of 15 total damage as you just whack as it's squeezed tightly. You just whack, slam it right your fist into the face, and you just hear the bones crack beneath this creature's head. As you've done a good amount of work to it, it's severely injured now.
She's just gonna go, Pkelz, don't look.
The dragon
Pkelz
is
now
at
like
this
little
point,
tiny thing in this humongous Pkelz go.
he can't find his way out of the hood at this point. You just hear.
should have another attack, Pkelz, because you're hasted.
I forgot that was hasted. So she will punch again. It's a 26 to hit.
Hits, roll for damage.
For 14 damage.
Alright, perfect. As again, just wham right into the side of this creature. You indent its skull. It's still alive, but barely at this point.
Yeah, she's just got it in like a headlock, and she's just punching it in the face.
Okay.
And
it's going to try to
turn.
make its wisdom saving throw from the field. Damn. Okay. How much damage does it do?
It's 3d8 or something like that.
Yeah, 3d8. Wow. You know what sucks? That's just enough to kill it. So,
Let's go.
it's just like, dude,
Spunk
this
is
spell is so
busted.
good.
Yeah.
Yo. Y'all are so good at combat, man.
A human male in gleaming gold armor sprouts out of the mist and stabs at the large thing with a spear.
The spear penetrates, I want to say the head. You want to pierce right
just
through the head.
Yep.
At the other side, you all see just the spear come back in and out, and it just goes limp, passed away, dead. Ferric, it's your turn.
Christopher
The scene
would...
is that pretty much everyone is dead, besides there's 3 of the creatures left. That's all that's left.
Christopher would hear the approaching thunder of hooves. And as they would look over to the sound, Ferric slams their blade into Christopher and heals them for...
Oh, God.
I freaked y'all out. Heals them for 7 hit points.
Your weakness cannot be tolerated. That's what it is. Christopher is at first very confused, and then he sees you approaching, rapier in hand, and then is very scared. No, please! Oh, that kind of feels nice. Thanks.
Yeah, I like twist it, and it juices one more hit point into him.
It's kind of like tingly. Oh, that's awesome.
Don't make it weird, Christopher.
I'm sorry. This is my first time fighting. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, everybody.
And then Ferric's going to use the rest of the horse's movement to move over towards Miraz. Between Miraz and the purple dragon-like creature.
Okay.
Spunk turned from the dead body and just starts casually walking with the mist around him as he walks past us when he enters my area. He's a wisdom save.
So 13.
Takes 10 damage, and as Spunk comes within 5 feet of him, Spunk pulses with golden light and He's going to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Or take 8 more.
Well, that's a 21, so the best roll of their night, really, honestly. That counted.
Love you, Carlos. You're the best.
Oh, you're good. It's all good. We're having fun. Let's go.
And that will end my turn.
Okay. Miraz the Magnificent.
Yep. I'm going to pull another bottle rocket out of my sleeve and firebolt the purple one that's about 10 feet in front of me, right next to Ferric. This one has not been damaged yet, right?
That is correct.
Okay, so here we go. Well, that's a crit fail.
That does not hit, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's really depressing. I had such a cool turn planned out. Okay, so I'm still going to try to make the most of it. So this bottle rocket, whizzes past Ferric and this dragon and spirals out into the air and then explodes overhead everyone with little puffs of orange and golden light. Immediately through the smoke, I'm going to step 5 feet forward so that I'm next to this dragon creature. Use my Metamagic Adept feat to quicken a spell, and I'm going to use Shocking Grasp on this guy. I've wired my hand up, and I'm just pressing my hand against it.
Okay.
And that's a 12 to hit.
12 does not hit, unfortunately.
Right. But with one more d6, does an 18 hit this thing?
An 18 does hit this thing.
Okay. So that's going to be 8 lightning damage, and because of Draconic Hatred, 4 more damage, for a total of 12 damage to this thing, as I just press my hand in and sear it with this electricity.
Yeah, the flesh around it bubbles and begins to spark as you do good work on it, but it's still up. It's still ready to fight. Okay. Christopher, having seen the carnage that is just happened, he's going to look around and try to find anyone who is. He just says, "Is anyone hurt? Is anyone hurt? At all?" No? Okay, I don't.
I'm a little.
Okay,
hurt,
fine.
I'm okay.
Fine.
Only
Christopher, can you
Only
do the
you.
thing that you did?
Well, the hand thing.
Yeah, do that. Do that.
Okay, really, really strong, or no? I'm so sorry. I don't know what to do.
Shoot them.
Strong.
Okay.
Just shoot it.
Okay. He raises his hand, and a glowing energy seems to come forth from him. He's going to cast Guiding Bolt. Taking the advice of everyone, he's going to cast it at 3rd level. It's going to be a 14, which just hits, and he is going to do 24 points of radiant
damage.
Oh my
Yes.
Just Kamehameha style, or Gatling gun, or Big Bang attack, whatever one is more appropriate. This thing, its head pops straight off as it just sinks to the floor, and he says, "I'm gonna be sick." He just begins to hurl, unfortunately.
Good job, you nailed it.
Okay, great. The creatures, so Spunk, the one closest to you, it made a wisdom saving throw. Does it have to do it again on its start of its turn?
Whenever it starts its turn or
Yeah, I
enters
believe
its
so.
owner's turn.
Perfect, yeah. Just wanted to double check
Fails,
that.
and it fails.
Yeah.
12 damage.
Yeah. Yeah, how does it die?
Yeah, Spunk, like I said, just nonchalantly just plodding forward, congratulating Christopher on doing a good job. And as the thing comes, just tries to, eat Spunk in one bite, he just, glances over and just, waves him away. And both the half-plated orc and the spear-wielding golden-armored human appear on both sides of him, one stabbing and printing him in place, the other one cutting, taking off his head.
Well, the head flies in the air and lands right next to Ambrose, unfortunately, as this massive, gross, dragon-like head appears right next to you. The
Looks
purple
like
one
we're almost
is
done.
the purple one is going to disengage, having seen most of its comrades die. It's not dumb. And I'm sure more of them would have fled if, they hadn't all been, killed by, spirit aura so quickly. So it is going to disengage. It is going to try to run to the west. It's going to try to make its way that way. So, all right, it is now Ambrose's turn.
I'm gonna follow it. Is it running towards the direction of the dragon that was flying away, or is it just
It
just trying
seems to be
run away?
running. It's trying to get away at this point.
Okay,
It's trying to...
I'm gonna move my 100's mark, so I just pull out this one-handed janky crossbow, fire around at it. This orange burning powder falls onto it, and I'm just gonna shoot it 2 times.
Okay, roll for the attack.
Oh, nat 1 again. Oh my god.
Does
Is
not
that
hit.
3 for you?
That's 2. Oh, sorry. I'm using one
Listen,
weapon
listen.
anyways,
Let's
so-
not feel too bad for Ambrose.
Oh,
okay,
no,
he's just like,
Oh my
shoot. No, you know what?
How is that possible?
I'm not even saying anything. You just
Man.
one-shotted multiple creatures here.
I not one
Sit
shot, I
down, Ambrose.
multi-shotted.
Yeah, you destroyed all
I'm
of
so
your
embarrassed to be a part of this group now. And that looks so dumb.
Reverse crit machine, dude.
This is the first time I've ever rolled this bad. Oh my god.
It's like the reverse of Heavy Arms Oliver. Just
Right.
nat ones all the time.
Oh my.
Wow.
Alright. Anything else?
I'm gonna keep chasing it until I shoot it. But there we go. Move.
Okay. Oh, right up to it. Alright.
Right there.
How is this creature looking? Is he
Oh, it's
hurt real bad?
It's
or-
horrifying. It's basically trying not to limp at this point. It's not doing great.
Do I burn another spell slot or do I fire it? What the hey?
Listen to your heart when it comes to firebolt.
I am. So Adelia is still super speedy. So she. Oh, I have my ruler up. I'm like, why can't I move? Adelia runs until she's right here. And all that energy in her. She's very upset about Christopher, honestly. All that energy in her tattoos turns white, and crystalline sort of energy flies out of her fingertips, and I'm casting Rhymes Binding Ice. That's a Constitution saving throw of 16, please.
Okay. Oh no. Yeah. It's a 12.
Bye, buddy.
Oh, it's dead.
Okay.
How does it die?
So I'm flavoring
You
this
slaughter
spell.
my encounter.
I haven't renamed it yet, but I've decided that Adolia's ice spells are going to be more like crystal spells. So all of these crystals just kind of erupt out of the earth and just spear it up from underneath. And if it were still alive, it would then be pinned in place, but since it's dead, it's just a worm body stuck through with crystalline formations out of the earth.
Nice.
Mirage just kind of stares at it. He's like, he just skewered a crystal dragon with a crystal, and now he's like thinking of getting skewered with a flesh spike, and he's not enjoying
Oh. Ew, now I'm thinking of being skewered. Gross. Alright. Everyone okay? Christopher? That was incredibly impressive.
He's vomits one last time.
Yes, Christopher, you
What a
did
piece
excellent.
of shit. And I snap my heavy crossbow string and I just throw it on the ground.
Gotta hope that dragon doesn't come
It
back.
can't always be great.
Varric thunders past straight towards the building.
Whew, I'm tired. That was a hard fight. Ugh.
I'm assuming haste is probably gonna come off, so Pickles is passed out for a solid chunk here.
You rush towards the door. The gnawing and the biting of this small farm hamlet is apparent. They were close to getting in. The door is closed, and as you try to open it, it is barred shut. What do?
I cast knock.
The door swings open. Some debris falling from pretty much lodged against it, and you see a man, probably in his 50s, with sword out, wounded, pointed towards you, and he says, "Who the fuck are you?"
I'm Ferric. Put the sword down if you know it's good for you.
Ferric. He tries to move to his side. His side is bleeding. We need to go catch a fucking dragon. And that's that's what will end tonight's session.
Oh man,
I love that voice. That's good.
that was good.
Great. Well, hey, listener, thanks so much for this episode of How to Make Carlos Sad.
Oh my god.
Which is dragon creatures. Just kidding. Thanks so much for listening to this episode of Power Word Fail. If you like what you hear, love what you hear, I dare say, go ahead and find us on social medias, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Give us a like, give us a follow. We love the love. Also, too, if you're happening on Discord, you can find us in the Homebrew Discord. We're pretty active there. So if you want to talk to us, get to know us more, or maybe just make fun of me as a DM who is always constantly silvery barbed and feels sad every time.
You dusted me like 4 episodes ago. You can have a silvery barbs, okay?
Well, listener, that's fair. Also, too, hey, listener, if you can, go ahead and head over to Patreon. Look up the Homebrew Patreon. That is the Patreon that supports us in our sister pods. So many great things you can get there. Just $2 get you lots of great goodies, cool wallpapers, and access to some great stuff. So go ahead, and if you can do that, go ahead, if you're listening to this wherever you're at, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, give us a like, give us a review. Go ahead and show us love. And before you go, listener, you are loved, you're important, and you matter. Thanks so much for listening, and see you next time on Power Word Fail. Bye-bye.